Deep within the ancient rainforests of Congo, shrouded by dense and mysterious foliage, lie secrets that have worried explorers and scientists for generations. This vast and seemingly impenetrable wilderness has become the site of strange and unsettling discoveries, going beyond the bounds of logical explanation. From bizarre creatures lurking in the shadows to phenomena that challenge scientific understanding. The most chilling discoveries in Congo have recently sent shockwaves across the globe. The mystery of the world's deepest river. The Congo River was once called the Zaire River from 1971 to 1997. Later, it was renamed after the nation of Congo. The river stretches 4,700 kilometers, making it one of the largest rivers in the world in terms of basin area and water flow. Every second, more than 35,000 cubic meters of water flows into the Atlantic Ocean. The river is so deep that no accurate measurement has ever been recorded. It is the most powerful river for hydroelectric potential in Africa. Scientists estimate that the entire Congo River basin accounts for 30% of the world's hydroelectric potential. This potential could provide enough electricity for all regions in sub-Saharan Africa. The upper part of the river, spanning 4,023 kilometers, forms one of the largest rivers in the world, gently flowing through Central Africa. The river's flow is very stable. Because of its length, there is always a rainy season somewhere along the river basin. The river passes through a total of 10 countries. Congo also flows through a vast tropical rainforest. This is the largest rainforest in Africa and the second largest in the world, after the Amazon. 500,000 years ago, the Congo River emptied into a large lake, 362 kilometers from the ocean. On both sides of the river lie the capitals Kinshasa and Brazzaville of two nations separated by the river. These two capitals are the closest capital cities in the world, aside from Rome and Vatican City. From this point, the Congo River rushes toward the sea at a rapid speed. Most rivers in the world create fertile delta plains. However, the Congo River flows into the Atlantic Ocean through a narrow channel with sections over 228 meters deep. The river is also known for a 120-kilometer-long canyon, dubbed the Gateway to Hell. Its treacherous and unpredictable rapids make it difficult for even the most experienced rowers to navigate. The river's flow also creates magnificent waterfalls. Along the river, there are 40 hydroelectric plants in operation, the largest being the Inga Falls Hydropower Dam. Biologists and unique ecosystems. Biologists are particularly fascinated by the lower Congo River. This is where they first discovered communities of organisms separated not by mountains or oceans, but by the river's current. In this section, the river is less than 1.6 kilometers wide. New species of fish are continuously evolving here. This is home to some of the most unique creatures on Earth. The hidden Pygmy tribe in the rainforest. Deep in the rainforests of Central Africa, there lives a tribe known as the Pygmy people. They are among the oldest inhabitants of Central Africa, primarily residing in the forests of Congo, and are famously known as the Little People. In the past, before explorers from Europe had truly encountered and studied them, there were rumors suggesting that they were not human like us, but a tribe of half-human, half-animal creatures. However, between 1865 and 1870, an explorer with 3 nationalities, French, Belgian, and American, along with a German botanist, traveled to Africa to confirm the existence of this tribe. They became the first people in modern history from the outside world to make contact with the Pygmy people. The Pygmies live in the deepest parts of the rainforest, in areas that are incredibly difficult to reach. Thanks to this isolation, they have managed to preserve their ancient way of life. For over 8,000 years, their lifestyle has remained almost unchanged. The only evidence of technological advancement among them is the iron tools they exchange with other tribes. Most members of the Pygmy tribe are only about 1.2 meters tall and rarely exceed 1.4 meters, with an average weight of 35 kilograms, not exceeding 50 kilograms. They are characterized by protruding navels, flat noses, large bellies, dark skin, curly hair, long arms, and short legs, resembling apes in appearance. Men wear only a piece of deerskin. Meanwhile, women use 1 or 2 clusters of green leaves, replaced daily, to cover sensitive body parts. Notably, Pygmy women know how to extract special fruits to create cosmetics such as perfume and face cream. Their makeup style is extraordinarily unique and doesn't follow any particular fashion. They use leaves to paint vibrant patterns on their faces, resembling sea monsters, believed to ward off evil spirits and bring good luck. It is believed that because they live in dense forests with low light conditions, they suffer from vitamin D deficiency, which limits their body's ability to absorb calcium through their diet. Their food is also low in essential nutrients like calcium and iodine, which contributes to their short stature. However, living in the rainforest has granted them a genetic advantage, boosting their immune system and making them resistant to infectious diseases. One remarkable fact is that despite their small stature, the Pygmies reach physical maturity very early. Compared to our concept of adulthood, the Pygmies are considered grandparents at an early age. Their lifespan is usually under 40 years. The Pygmies live in family groups, forming small, independent tribes. Each small tribe consists of around 10 households. In Africa, the homes of the Pygmies are simply clusters of branches tied together with banana and palm leaves. These huts are about 2 meters in diameter and 1.2 meters high. There is a small hole near the bottom for them to crawl in. These temporary huts are arranged in a circular formation. The homes of the village chief and the elderly are placed in the center. A village is made up of 10 to 12 of these huts. These huts are only temporary shelters because they constantly migrate to different areas in the forest. The Pygmies are a tribe with a deep love for the forest. They refer to themselves as the children of the green forest. They call the forest their mother and father. They only collect dry branches for firewood and to build shelters, and they never cut down trees or destroy the forest. Not even a single branch is broken. In their daily lives, the men handle heavy labor and go hunting. The women stay at home to cook, tend to the fields, and care for the children. Keeping the kitchen fire burning holds tremendous importance for the women. According to their belief, a fire going out is a sign of an impending decline in life. Despite their small size and light weight, Pygmy men are among the most daring hunters. They are also extremely skilled archers with highly sensitive hearing and vision. Even if an animal moves kilometers away, they can tell what kind of animal it is, whether it's large or small, male or female. From hummingbirds flying by to elephants weighing several tons, none pose a challenge for the Pygmies. They rely on their archery skills to gently conquer nature, using arrows coated with herbal substances. Their survival tools are incredibly effective, capable of temporarily incapacitating large animals with just one arrow dipped in herbal extracts. Many hunters also master the skill of collecting honey and other forest products. In addition to foraging for food from nature, they also make use of items such as bones, beetle shells, turning them into jewelry and gifts for marriage proposals or dowries that girls bring to their husband's family. The Pygmies love eating insects, especially ants. As long as the insects are edible, they turn them into their favorite dishes. In fact, they have even developed specific recipes for preparing insect-based meals. Although they have their own language, the Pygmies are unaware of numbers, writing, or the concept of time. Naturally, they never know their own age. The Forgotten Wealthy City. The lost city of Jinn. Hidden deep within the mysterious Virunga region lies a story filled with secrets and fascination. Imagine stumbling upon an ancient city whose origins have been lost in the mists of time. This hidden gem once gleamed with unimaginable wealth, thanks to the sparkling diamonds beneath its very soil. Legend has it that King Solomon discovered these precious gems and saw their immense potential. To protect this newly found treasure, he established a settlement that later became the cradle of an extraordinary tale. Behind the solid walls of Jinn, a unique endeavor took place. The city's residents embarked on an extraordinary venture, breeding protective animals. Among them, the native giant apes of Virunga played a pivotal role. These remarkable creatures were bred into a hybrid species, not entirely apes, nor entirely humans or chimpanzees. They became the trusted guardians of Jinn, demonstrating extraordinary intelligence and unwavering dedication to protect their home. However, as time flowed like a river, the fate of Jinn took an unpredictable turn. The once bustling city was abandoned, leaving only whispers and echoes of its glorious past. The city's location became a closely guarded secret. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, explorers such as Henry Morton Stanley and Richard Francis Burton searched for Jinn, inspired by tales of immense wealth and advanced civilizations. According to some records, the city was built by an ancient civilization that predated human history, featuring buildings made from an indestructible, mysterious metal. Dingonek, the jungle beast. Existing since the 20th century, Dingonek is one of the many creatures that explorers claimed to have encountered when venturing deep into the jungle. The first reported sighting of Dingonek was by explorer John Alfred Jordan in 1907. He claimed to have seen this creature on the Ruki River in Kenya. At the moment he was forced to defend himself when his boat confronted it on the river, the monster quickly fled after losing the fight. According to his description, Dingonek was over 4 meters long, with a head resembling a watermelon, but larger. Notably, the creature had 2 long teeth protruding downward from its upper jaw, similar to sea lions. Its body was covered with a layer of sharp, hard scales. It is believed to be an amphibious creature, often found near rivers, lakes, or water bodies. A hunter named Edgar Peter Bronson also reported encountering this creature, with a description similar to that of Jordan. He referred to it as the forest walrus. Kongamato, the legend of the prehistoric flying lizard. According to local folklore, this creature is believed to be very strong and highly territorial. It is said to become aggressive if hippos, crocodiles, or humans accidentally venture too close. Kongamato is a mysterious creature living in the deep swamps and rainforests of Africa, specifically in the border regions of Zambia, Congo, and Angola. This area has drawn significant attention from cryptozoologists due to frequent reports of strange creatures. Kongamato resembles a prehistoric bird with a wingspan of around 2 meters and is considered endemic to this region. It is known for its strength and sharp teeth, not resembling any known bird, leading some to believe it may be an undiscovered species. This creature is also described as hairless, with smooth skin, a wingspan ranging from 1.4 to 2.1 meters, and a beak filled with teeth. Locals even whisper that this strange creature once terrified many people, causing them to keep their distance. There are rumors that when crossing rivers, some people carry amulets to avoid misfortune from the Kongamato. In 1923, Frank Mellon described the beliefs of the Kunde people, a tribe in Zambia. Members of the tribe referred to the Kongamato creature as the boat flipper. In 1925, G. Roberts heard mysterious stories about a demonic bird with a long beak, said to have frightened many people in the swamps of Zimbabwe. One person was reported to have had a memorable encounter with the creature, reacting with shock upon seeing a picture of a pterosaur. Though pterosaurs have been extinct for a long time, he screamed in horror when he saw the image. In 1942, Colonel Jeff Bidman reported stories told by local tribes about a large creature resembling both a bird and a bat, said to live in northern Rhodesia, now Zambia, in the swamps they called the Death Spirit. Traces of these creatures were discovered, with evidence of a long tail dragging clearly on the ground. These reports were not limited to Zambia, but were also recorded in other parts of Africa, such as Mount Kilimanjaro and Mount Kenya. In 1957, one person was taken to the hospital after an unexpected incident involving chest pain. According to his account, the event was said to be related to a large bird seen in the Pangwelu swamp. When asked to draw the creature, he depicted a flying reptile resembling a pterosaur. Reports of flying creatures resembling prehistoric pterosaurs were not confined to the swamps. They continued to be gathered from the deserts of Zambia. In 1988, Professor Roy McCall led an expedition to Zambia, where many reports originated about a creature with a wingspan of 9.14 meters. The mystery surrounding this legendary bird continues to spread. People often report seeing these creatures at dusk, gliding through the sky between two hills about a mile apart. Although the expedition did not yield conclusive evidence, one member of the team, James Corchi, claimed to have seen the creature from approximately 300 meters away. He described it as resembling a black glider with white spots. The paleontologist Carl Schuker believed that the legend of the Kongamato originated from the local tribes who once participated in excavations of flying reptile fossils found in the fossil beds of Tendaguru, Tanzania, before World War I. One plausible explanation for these stories is that prehistoric pterosaurs still exist today. These are flying reptiles from the Mesozoic era, and they may still be hiding in some secret cave. Fossils of flying reptiles such as Pterodactylus, Sundaripterus, and Harpagornis, dating back to the Jurassic period, were discovered in Tendaguru, Tanzania. In Africa, archaeologists have found only 2 fossils of flying reptiles from the Cretaceous period. One was a wing bone of Ornithocheirus in Congo, and the other was a vertebra of a species resembling the giant Quetzalcoatlus. However, fossil data from South Africa is far more abundant, and at the time when the 2 continents were connected, there is reason to believe that more specimens of these mysterious creatures from the ancient world could still be found. So, do these prehistoric creatures still exist today? If they truly exist, people would have seen them flying back and forth in search of food. Or perhaps these pterosaurs have learned how to hide from human eyes. The darkest river in the world. The Ruki River is known as the darkest river in the world. It is a dangerous waterway that winds through the dense rainforests of the lower Congo basin. The water of this mysterious river, which flows through the Republic of Congo, is as black as midnight. This river holds a mystery that the scientific community has been unable to solve for a long time. Like many other blackwater rivers, the color of the Ruki comes from dissolved organic compounds, DOC, in the water. Its lack of sediment also contributes to this phenomenon. While the soil causes clear mountain streams to turn darker as they flow downstream, they rarely become as pitch black as the organic matter found in tropical rainforests, which gives Ruki its distinctive color. The Ruki River flows over a nearly flat surface, preventing the accumulation of much sediment. On the other hand, heavy rainfall in the area washes DOC from the forest floor. During the rainy season, the flat terrain causes large areas to flood for weeks, releasing even more compounds into the water. However, scientists have noted that there is no scientific explanation yet as to why Ruki is darker than other rivers flowing through tropical rainforests. Scientists carried out a bold mission by installing measurement devices near the river. What they found was astonishing. They measured the density and age of DOC in the water to determine whether it came from peat bogs along the riverbanks. These peat bogs retain a massive amount of undecomposed plant material. Currently, this process turns the area into a carbon sink. However, if carbon from the peat bogs escapes into the atmosphere, it could become a major contributor to global warming. The results of the research team's carbon dating showed that this rarely happens. researchers found that the Ruki River contains dock at levels 4 times higher than the Congo River. Although the river is rich in organic acids that can dissolve carbonate and release carbon dioxide, this does not occur at a concerning level. The river is very calm, and when the water becomes saturated with carbon dioxide, the gas cannot escape easily, preventing the formation of more CO2. To this day, scientists and humanity alike remain amazed by this dark river. Undiscovered creatures lurking beneath its depths continue to captivate human imagination. The Vast Peat Bog. The newly discovered Cuvette Centrale peat bog is located in the heart of the Congo Basin, covering 145,500 square kilometers, an area larger than the United Kingdom. This peat bog stores 30 billion tons of carbon, equivalent to the total amount of carbon emissions from fossil fuels globally over 3 years. Peat is a type of organic wetland soil formed from the natural decomposition of plant matter. The peat bog acts as a carbon sink by removing carbon from the atmosphere through plant growth. If the peat bog gradually dries due to agricultural excavation, it could accelerate peat decomposition, releasing CO2 back into the atmosphere. The average depth of the peat layer is 2 meters, and it is estimated to contain 30 petagrams of underground carbon, equivalent to the total amount of carbon on the surface in the forests of the Congo Basin. If 1/3 of this peat were to burn, the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere would double, causing Earth's atmosphere to warm by 5 degrees Fahrenheit. The peat bog only serves as a resource against climate change when it remains intact. Therefore, maintaining large carbon storage in stable peat bogs should be a priority. Congo, the land of unsolved mysteries. From the dark, deep rivers to the strange creatures, is this merely legend, or is it a truth that has been hidden for centuries? We have discovered so much, but perhaps countless mysteries are still lurking in the shadows. If you are intrigued by unsolved mysteries, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, the place to explore the most fascinating mysteries in the world. Thank you for watching, and see you again on our next mysterious journey.